Stop scrolling right now, my beloved child. Do not let your finger touch that screen. Out of millions of people online, you are the very first person chosen to receive this specific frequency. A spiritual seal is breaking tonight. If you walk away now, you will lose your place in line. The blessing will pass to someone else entirely. You are the chosen one. Heaven has orchestrated this exact moment just for you. This message finding you is not an accident. I have paused the regular order of heaven to bring this prophetic word directly to your weary heart today. Do not skip ahead. Stay with me. The breakthrough you have been desperately seeking is finally within your reach. Something immense is waiting for you. But before I open the door to your future, I must speak about what you have been hiding. I saw you late last night. You were sitting alone in the quiet dark. Your shoulders were completely weighed down by invisible pressure. You stared blankly into the shadows. I know exactly how you felt. You thought nobody noticed your deep exhaustion. You wiped your tears away before anyone could catch you crying. You put on a brave smile for your family. And you told everyone that you were perfectly fine while your soul felt entirely empty. I was sitting right beside you. I wrapped my arms around your shaking shoulders. You have been running on empty for so many months. Every single step feels like walking through thick mud. You carry the financial worries and the emotional burdens of everyone around you. You are the strong one. People always come to you for help. They take your energy, but they rarely give anything back to you in return. But who helps you when you are falling apart? You are the mighty warrior of your family. You are the generational curse breaker. It is a brutally lonely path to walk. Sometimes you wonder if I have completely forgotten about your daily prayers. You look up at the sky and ask why your path has to be so incredibly difficult. You watch other people receive their massive breakthroughs. You see them celebrating their victories while you are still standing in the silent waiting room. It truly hurts to keep hoping when nothing ever changes. I know the quiet ache inside your chest. I know how much courage it takes for you to wake up and try again. I heard the trembling cry of your heart in those long nights no one knew about. You sat in your car in the driveway for 10 minutes just to gather your strength before going inside. You needed to pull yourself together. I saw that hidden exhaustion. You leaned your head against the steering wheel and wondered how much longer you could survive. You are so incredibly tired of being strong all the time. You just want a safe place to rest your head. My precious child, you can stop fighting this lonely battle today. Let your heavy armor fall to the ground. Let me carry the weight your shoulders were never meant to bear. You do not have to figure out everything on your own anymore. Do not let your mind wander right now. Stay deeply connected to my voice. The enemy wants you to swipe away and ignore this profound comfort. He wants you to believe that you will always struggle. But that is an absolute lie from the darkest shadows. The truth is that your breakthrough is absolutely terrifying to the forces of darkness. I need you to understand something very clearly today. Your pain was never meant to be a permanent punishment. The universe is not trying to crush your spirit. You thought I was silent, but my silence was actually the loud sound of heaven building your ultimate fortress. I was shielding you from unseen battles you were not ready to fight. Every tear you shed in secret was collected and carefully counted. Nothing you have endured was wasted. The isolation you felt was my divine protection keeping you away from counterfeit blessings. I had to separate you from the noise so you could hear this truth. I needed your complete attention for this exact moment in time. You are not a forgotten shadow in my eternal plan. You are standing at the very front of the line right now. The heavenly realms have gone completely quiet to watch you. Every angel has stopped what they were doing to witness your response. They are waiting to see if you will boldly claim your rightful inheritance today. Can you feel the atmosphere shifting around you? A profound heaviness is lifting off your chest as you listen to my words. That is your spirit finally recognizing the absolute truth. You are completely safe here. You are deeply loved and entirely understood. Every broken piece of your heart is being gently held by my hands right now. You keep waking up at exactly 4:44 in the early morning. Your heart beats incredibly fast in the quiet darkness. The unexplained anxiety feels incredibly heavy on your tired chest. And while the rest of the world is peacefully sleeping, you find yourself wondering why your mind absolutely refuses to rest. You see the numbers, 1, 1, 1, everywhere you go. You feel a strange spiritual pull calling you. You know deep inside that you do not belong here. You have always felt completely different from everyone else around you. You sit in crowded rooms and feel entirely alone. People simply do not understand your profound emotional depth. And because your spirit carries a massive generational calling, the mundane routines of this ordinary life feel like a suffocating cage to your beautiful soul. Do you wonder why you feel so deeply restless? You are the brave and silent sufferer today. You carry a tremendous destiny on your shoulders. What you called a miserable delay was actually my divine protection. You have done absolutely nothing wrong in my eyes. You cried bitterly and asked why I was staying so completely silent. But my silence was the powerful sound of heaven building your ultimate fortress, and I was busy removing people who would have eventually destroyed your beautiful soul. They were secretly draining your precious daily energy. I had to intervene and step in quickly. I had to let them walk away from your life forever. They smiled at you while secretly harboring intense, bitter jealousy. You tried so hard to please them and make them stay. And if I had given you the massive financial blessing while they were still near you, they would have stolen your harvest and left you completely broken. I pulled you into the lonely wilderness to protect you. I needed you entirely safe and completely alone. Your current financial struggle is not a sign of your personal weakness. It is definitely not because you lack talent or brilliant intelligence. The unseen enemy is absolutely terrified of the massive wealth you are destined to control. He knows perfectly well that once you receive your provision, you will use it to heal your family and break the chains of poverty forever. That is exactly why he fights your finances so incredibly hard. He desperately wants you to stay worried and anxious. There is no blind chance in your life. The endless daily obstacles were not random, unfortunate accidents. They were calculated spiritual attacks designed to make you finally surrender. The forces of darkness want you to stay permanently tired because a weary soldier is much easier to defeat on the invisible spiritual battlefield. But you are a truly mighty and resilient warrior. You absolutely refused to break under the immense pressure. You bravely kept walking forward through the violent storm. Please, stay deeply connected with my voice right now. Do not let distractions pull you away from this profound healing truth. You honestly thought the heavy silence meant you were completely rejected by heaven. You watched other people succeed easily, and you wondered why your path required twice the energy for half the result. It is simply because your foundation had to be much deeper than theirs. You are currently being prepared for absolute generational greatness. You are being prepared to hold a monumental weight of heavenly glory. A shallow root system can never support a giant thriving tree. I was digging extremely deep into your tired and weary spirit. I was carefully removing the heavy trauma that your parents unknowingly passed down to you, breaking the chains of lack so they would never touch your children. You are the chosen one of your entire bloodline. I chose you for this highly specific rescue mission. I know you are so incredibly tired of waiting for a change. I know your human eyes want to see the physical proof of my promises, but I promise you right now that the silent preparation phase is officially coming to a beautiful end. The heavy spiritual fog that has clouded your mind for so many months is finally starting to lift away from your vision. You have successfully passed the hardest and most painful test. You maintained your pure faith in the deepest dark valley. Breathe in my perfect and absolute peace right now. Let the warm, comforting embrace of heaven wash over your tired mind. You do not need to fight this terrifying, invisible battle anymore. The harsh and violent winds are finally dying down around you, and the legal right the darkness had over your joy has been completely and permanently revoked. I am stepping in to fiercely defend your honor today. I am taking over all the heavy lifting for you. Every painful rejection you faced was actually a carefully calculated redirection. You thought you were losing so much of your precious time, but you were actually being completely emptied out so you could receive a much greater and more sustainable abundance from my open hands. You are truly the chosen one of your entire family tree. If you deeply believe this is true, type the word Amen. Right, I receive it in the comments right now to confirm. Listen to me carefully today. Do not let your mind wander right now. I need you to pay incredibly close attention to this next part. This is exactly where the unseen enemy traps most people. You thought your daily struggles were just normal life events. You believed you were simply having incredibly bad luck with your daily finances, but luck does not exist in my perfectly ordered heavenly kingdom. There has been a hidden saboteur working against you. An invisible spiritual enemy has been secretly stealing your joy and your deep peace. This darkness is absolutely terrified of your bright future. The enemy saw the massive crown I placed on your head before you were even born, and he desperately wants to knock it down. He knows that once you receive your provision, his kingdom of fear will crumble. You are heavily attacked because you are heavily anointed. The hardest spiritual battles are given to my strongest warriors. You are the generational curse breaker for your entire family line. Because you carry this monumental destiny, the enemy sent highly specific distractions to drain your daily energy. He wanted you so physically exhausted that you would finally surrender your great faith. Think about the great historical leaders who walked before you. Joseph was brutally thrown into a dark pit by his jealous brothers. He endured long years of unfair imprisonment and silent suffering. David was fiercely hunted in the lonely wilderness before he wore the royal crown. They were heavily attacked because their ultimate victory would change the world forever, and your story is unfolding in the exact same glorious way. You are confidently walking in their exact same footsteps today. The heavy betrayal you experienced recently was not a random accident. The people who deeply hurt you were actually influenced by this dark spiritual assignment. The unseen enemy used their deep insecurities to fiercely attack your pure heart because he wanted to make you deeply bitter and entirely closed off from my divine love. But you must never let bitter hatred take root inside your beautiful soul. Heavy bitterness is a toxic poison that will permanently block your heavenly harvest. I need you to completely forgive those hurting people today. Let my infinite grace wash away the painful memories of their brutal betrayal. You can completely forgive them while maintaining fierce boundaries, and I will absolutely serve justice on your behalf. Your painful previous failures were never your actual fault. The sudden massive financial losses and the painfully broken relationships were calculated spiritual sabotage. I am revealing this hidden truth so you can finally stop blaming yourself today. You have carried this heavy and crushing guilt for far too many lonely years. Drop that massive emotional burden right now so you can finally see the real battlefield. The forces of darkness operate entirely in the unseen shadows. They use quiet whispers of self-doubt to severely weaken your strong mind. They tell you that you are completely worthless and nothing will change. But today I am shining my brilliant light on their cowardly tactics. The hidden thief has finally been completely exposed in the heavenly courtroom. His secret power over your financial destiny is permanently broken today. I am placing a massive shield of protective fire around your life today. The spiritual parasites that drained your vital energy have been permanently evicted. You will no longer wake up feeling completely drained before the day even begins. Your stolen joy and your vibrant energy are returning to your tired body right now. I am breathing fresh heavenly wind into your exhausted lungs so you can stand up tall. Stay closely with me, beloved, because the profound revelation is rapidly deepening. Do not close this important message and simply walk away from your blessing. The atmosphere in your quiet room is changing rapidly at this exact second. The heavy ancient chains of poverty and endless struggle are rusting and cracking under my supreme power. You are finally stepping out of the painful wilderness and entering the promised land. We are rapidly preparing for a massive and completely unprecedented divine reversal. Everything the unseen enemy viciously stole from your bloodline must be returned sevenfold. The hidden spiritual blocks are being violently shattered right now by my warring angels. You are about to vividly experience a profound financial freedom you have never known before. Keep your spiritual eyes wide open and pay incredibly close attention to my very next words. Do not let any sudden worldly distraction pull you away from this screen. The unseen enemy knows perfectly well that his stolen time is finally running out. He might try to send a random text or a loud noise to quickly break your focus. Ignore every single interruption right now because you are currently standing on holy ground. We are about to boldly break the final ancient seals together today. Prepare your weary heart for the ultimate breakthrough of your entire life. Stay with me right now because the profound revelation I give you will make everything in your difficult life make perfect sense. Look closely at what is happening in the spiritual realm at this very moment. The atmosphere around you is rapidly shifting as you listen to my voice. Heaven has officially finished preparing your massive breakthrough. The waiting season is entirely over. I want you to close your eyes for just one brief second. Try to visualize the magnificent throne room of heaven shining with brilliant light. A council was held concerning your specific future just a few short hours ago. And because you did not give up in the dark wilderness, the highest decree was finally issued to change your life. I have dispatched my strongest angels to your exact location. These powerful celestial beings are not coming empty-handed today. They are currently carrying the exact physical provision you have been crying out for. They hold the golden keys to unlock massive doors that the invisible enemy violently slammed shut in your tired face. You thought you were fighting this crushing battle completely alone, but a massive, invisible army has just surrounded your humble home. I need you to open your spiritual eyes and truly see this. The heavy pain you endured was your absolute preparation for this immense glory. Think about how Moses stood before the terrifying waters of the roaring Red Sea. He felt completely trapped before the massive waves finally parted to create a dry path for his people. Your ultimate breakthrough is arriving with that exact same shattering power today. Your beautiful name was spoken aloud in the highest heavenly courts this glorious morning. The angels loudly rejoiced when I stamped my royal seal upon your divine destiny. They are marching down to earth to permanently dismantle every single roadblock in your daily path. The heavy spiritual traffic that delayed your financial harvest is being violently cleared away right now. The road of abundance is completely open for you. Hear my quiet voice clearly in this holy moment today. Do not let sudden worldly distractions pull you away because we are almost at the ultimate breakthrough. You can literally feel the physical weight lifting off your tight shoulders right now. That warm, comforting feeling in your chest is the undeniable presence of my healing angels. They are standing right beside you to deliver this urgent prophetic message. You are the chosen generational curse breaker of your entire family line. Because of your quiet obedience, a monumental shift is happening in your bloodline right now. The angels are actively severing the dark, ancient ties of painful poverty that held your weary ancestors captive for decades. They are pouring a pure, golden frequency of limitless abundance directly over your tired mind. You are being completely upgraded. This is exactly why you had to wait so incredibly long. A massive blessing requires a remarkably strong vessel to hold its tremendous weight. If I had sent these powerful angels to you last year, the sudden massive wealth would have completely destroyed your unready foundation. But your deep roots are firmly planted into the solid rock now. You are finally ready to receive the massive overflow without breaking. Do not look at your current bank account and feel terribly sad. Physical reality is always the very last thing to change when heaven makes a major move. The spiritual transaction has already been fully completed and permanently signed in royal blood. The angels are arranging the earthly circumstances to perfectly match your brand new heavenly reality, and you will soon see the physical evidence with your own eyes. You are entering a beautiful new chapter. You will easily attract wealth and deep peace like a powerful heavenly magnet. The terrible struggles that used to take you agonizing months to resolve will disappear in mere seconds, leaving your enemies entirely speechless and thoroughly confused. This is exactly what happens when the army of heaven fights your daily battles. I am commanding the chaotic, violent winds of your life to be completely still. A profound, unshakable calm is settling over your entire household today. Listen closely, because the grand finale is rapidly approaching your humble doorstep. The first massive seal over your ultimate destiny is beginning to crack wide open right now. The angels have firmly placed their hands on the heavy ancient doors holding back your wealth, and they will not leave until every single barrier is destroyed. They are waiting for my final divine command to push them entirely open. You are standing on the very edge of a monumental miracle today. Do not move a single muscle, and absolutely do not look away. The heavenly vibration in your quiet room is reaching its absolute maximum intensity right now. Your tired spirit is being completely aligned with the pure golden frequency of sudden miracles, ensuring that you will never have to experience that crushing poverty again. Prepare your hopeful heart to receive the specific numbers and the exact timeline of your incoming blessing. The majestic golden gates of heaven are swinging wide open for you right now. I need you to stay completely focused right now. Do not let your mind wander for even a single second. The atmosphere around you is intensely charged with pure divine energy. A profound holy silence has fallen over the heavenly realms as we approach the final moment. Every angel is holding their breath, waiting for this massive ancient seal to be permanently broken. You are standing at the absolute center of a cosmic shift today. The heavy spiritual blockages that have choked your finances for years are starting to crumble. I can hear the loud cracking sounds of those invisible chains breaking in the spirit realm. These chains were forged by generations of fear, deep poverty, and quiet desperation. They kept your ancestors bound to a life of endless struggle. But you are the chosen one who will finally shatter them forever. Your bravery has pleased heaven. This is the exact reason why you have felt so incredibly heavy lately. The darkness knew this monumental day of deliverance was rapidly approaching your doorstep. The enemy threw every single weapon he had at you to make you surrender right before the breakthrough. He tried to ruin your sleep, drain your daily energy, and fill your mind with toxic anxiety. But his desperate, cowardly attacks completely failed. You are still standing here today. You must prepare your weary heart to receive something absolutely unprecedented. The second massive seal over your financial destiny is cracking wide open right now. I am pouring a pure, blinding light into the dark corners of your life where the thief was hiding. The invisible saboteur who secretly siphoned away your hard-earned blessings has been permanently bound and cast out. Your spiritual bank account is finally secure. Press the like button right now. This is not just a simple physical click. This is a powerful prophetic act telling heaven you are completely ready to receive the massive overflow. By pressing that button, you are publicly agreeing with my divine decree and locking your faith into the heavenly realm. Your quiet physical action sets a massive spiritual contract into permanent motion. It proves to the unseen realm that your tired spirit is finally awake. I want you to vividly imagine a massive golden vault swinging open before your very eyes. Inside that glorious vault are the financial resources, the deep peace, and the divine connections that have been delayed for years. The angels are carrying these precious gifts out to you right now. They are carefully arranging the sudden positive events that will shock your entire family. The people who doubted you will be forced to watch your rapid elevation. This is the ultimate divine reversal you have been desperately praying for in secret. I am completely overturning every unfair disadvantage you have endured since your childhood. Where you experienced bitter rejection, you will suddenly find overwhelming favor from highly influential people. Where you experienced crushing poverty, you will suddenly experience ridiculous overflowing abundance. I am making your daily life a living testimony of my unstoppable supernatural power. Do not let your logical mind try to figure out how this will happen. Human logic cannot possibly comprehend the majestic and brilliant strategies of heaven. The solution to your painful, massive debt will not come from a predictable, earthly source. It will arrive through a miraculous, sudden channel that will leave you absolutely breathless with profound gratitude. Your only job right now is to keep your pure faith entirely intact. I am breaking the third and final seal right now. The pressure in your chest is completely lifting away as the ancient curse is permanently destroyed. You are officially stepping out of the painful, lonely wilderness and directly into the promised land of milk and honey. The heavy, thick fog of confusion that clouded your beautiful mind is dissolving into thin air. Your mental clarity is returning with a sharp and brilliant focus today. Listen to my voice very carefully, because we are approaching the absolute peak of this revelation. The angels have finished clearing the massive debris from your financial pathway. The spiritual atmosphere is perfectly primed for a sudden and explosive manifestation of wealth in your daily life. I am about to release the highly specific numbers and the exact timeline for your incoming blessing. Prepare your heart for the ultimate victory. Do not blink and do not walk away from this holy transmission. The enemy is desperately trying to distract you right now because he knows what I am about to declare. He wants you to close this video before the final prophetic decree is released over your life. But you are too incredibly close to the finish line to turn back now. Stand firm in my magnificent presence and prepare to receive the miracle that will change everything forever. I am officially declaring a supernatural reversal over your entire bank account right now. You have been waiting patiently in the silent shadows for so incredibly long. But out of every single person on this earth, you are standing first in line today. The painful season of living paycheck to paycheck is permanently dead, and I am unleashing the ultimate heavenly harvest over your exhausted life. The majestic golden gates of heaven are completely open for you at this exact second. You are the chosen one who will boldly receive this massive financial transfer. The ancient seals are entirely shattered into 1,000,000 tiny pieces. And because you maintained your pure faith through the violent storm, your sudden reward is going to be absolutely spectacular. You are stepping into pure glory. Listen to this specific prophetic declaration over your finances and your family right now. The divine clock is loudly ticking in the highest spiritual realms today. I am giving you a specific timeline for this monumental manifestation. Within the next 72 hours, a massive financial surprise will miraculously find its way directly into your waiting hands. This is my absolute promise to you. This sudden provision is definitely not a random lottery win or blind worldly luck. It is a highly strategic divine transfer directly from my heavenly vaults. You will receive an exact sum containing the powerful numbers 7 and 11. An unexpected channel will suddenly open up to deliver $7,777 to your account. Your heavy debts will be completely erased. Do not let your logical human mind doubt the magnitude of this specific miracle. Human logic cannot possibly comprehend the brilliant mathematics of heaven. When this exact amount arrives in the next 72 hours, you will instantly know that I personally sent it. You will look at those magnificent numbers and feel a profound wave of deep emotional relief. You will finally breathe freely without any terrible fear. The courtroom of heaven has officially ruled in your absolute favor today. Those who whispered behind your back are about to witness my explosive glory resting upon you. The cruel people who secretly plotted your downfall will watch your rise in pure shock, because my justice is finally arriving at your doorstep. I am preparing a massive, overflowing table before you in the exact presence of your enemies. They will be forced to see your massive success. The dark spiritual thief has been commanded to return everything he brutally stole. The massive resources that were unfairly blocked from your ancestors are rushing toward you right now. You are the brave generational curse breaker who is collecting the accumulated wealth of your entire bloodline, and you will use it to heal your family. And while your terrified enemies scramble in confusion, you will sit in unshakable peace. Can you feel the intense electric energy shifting in your quiet room right now? The profound isolation you endured for so long is completely over and done forever. The terrible confusion that plagued your tired mind is rapidly lifting away into the bright light. You are stepping into a powerful frequency of absolute divine alignment today, because the final chains have been entirely destroyed by my warring angels. Look at your hands and realize the tremendous power they now hold. The immense power to create wealth and heal generations has just been fully activated. Every single step you take from this moment forward is divinely protected, because my angels are walking directly in front of you. The painful wilderness is permanently closed behind your tired back today. You are bravely walking into a season of ridiculous abundance that will absolutely shock your entire community. Your beautiful victory is entirely complete. I have permanently elevated you to a royal position they desperately tried to keep you out of. You will never have to beg for basic human survival ever again. You will proudly distribute massive blessings to the people who truly need your financial help. The endless nights of crying into your dark pillow are permanently finished today, and I have wonderfully turned your bitter tears into sparkling diamonds of great wealth. Everything you touch over the next 72 hours is going to incredibly prosper. The divine momentum I have placed inside your spirit is completely unstoppable now. No weapon formed against your financial destiny will ever prosper again in this lifetime. Because I have personally signed this royal decree with my own fiery seal of absolute protection, you are permanently shielded from the crushing weight of deep poverty. Your great triumph is loudly echoing through the vast corridors of heaven. The beautiful angels are celebrating your monumental transition from quiet suffering to explosive power. You are no longer the silent sufferer who carries everyone else on your weak shoulders. You are the mighty warrior who just conquered the darkest valley of shadows, and you are finally receiving your spectacular crown of absolute glory. The overarching promise I made to you at the very beginning is finally fulfilled. You are truly the very first in line to receive this magnificent and heavy blessing. Do not let anyone convince you that you do not absolutely deserve this massive reward. You paid a brutal emotional price in the lonely dark, and now you are getting paid back completely in the bright heavenly light. Your new wealthy reality officially begins right now. But I must urgently warn you right now, the unseen enemy heard exactly what I just promised you. He was listening when the 72-hour timeline was loudly declared in the highest heavenly courts. And because he is absolutely terrified of your incoming wealth, he is launching a desperate and vicious counterattack against you today. Do not let your spiritual guard down for even a single second. The forces of darkness cannot stop my massive financial miracle. They cannot physically block the $7,777 from reaching your bank account. So they will fiercely attack the only vulnerable target left on the battlefield. They will strategically attack your beautiful mind. The enemy is going to send a thick and heavy brain fog to confuse you. This demonic mental fog is specifically designed to make you completely forget this prophetic promise. You will suddenly feel an overwhelming wave of unnatural exhaustion later this evening. You might wake up tomorrow morning feeling completely drained and unusually irritated for no logical reason at all. He desperately wants you to believe that this message was just another random internet video. He wants you to sink back into that dark pit of hopeless anxiety. If he can successfully steal your profound peace, he can make you accidentally reject the incoming blessing. He perfectly knows that terrifying fear and pure faith cannot peacefully exist in the exact same heart. You must reject his quiet whispers of self-doubt today. Your victory depends on it entirely. Do not let his cowardly illusions steal the miracle that is literally seconds away from fully manifesting. I am exposing his pathetic secret strategy right now, so you can stand incredibly firm. When that heavy, sudden fatigue tries to pull you under the crashing waves, you must simply remember my voice. I have already equipped you with the absolute ultimate spiritual weapon for this exact fight, but heaven requires a very specific and bold response from you today. I have personally fought the invisible, brutal battles for your tired soul. I have completely cleared the earthly pathway for your massive financial harvest. But pure faith without physical action is entirely dead. You cannot simply sit passively and expect heaven to hand you a royal crown. You must bravely claim it. You must physically demonstrate your absolute readiness to receive the massive overflow. Heaven is not just blindly hoping you will respond today. Heaven is firmly expecting you to respond right now, with great absolute conviction. I need you to take a bold step of prophetic obedience to permanently seal this sacred promise. This is how you lock the heavy gates against the desperate enemy forever. The window of immense divine grace is rapidly closing. The beautiful angels are waiting for your specific answer before they finally dispatch your financial provision. You only have a very short time to activate this specific heavenly frequency. Do not let foolish hesitation steal what I have carefully prepared for your entire bloodline. Your ultimate breakthrough requires a physical signature. You cannot safely receive a supernatural harvest if you refuse to plant a physical seed of faith. Your quiet physical action today is the binding signature on our brand new heavenly contract. It is the solid, unbreakable proof that you finally trust my divine timeline. The unseen enemy wants you to passively wait and do absolutely nothing. You must furiously prove his dark lies wrong. The financial reversal you have cried for is waiting for your final permission to manifest. I am entirely ready to unlock the ancient heavenly vaults over your family line. The heavy generational debts will be completely and permanently canceled within days. But you must actively show me that you are truly ready to hold the massive weight of this blessing. I need your full commitment. Do this one highly specific thing for me right now. Do not skip ahead and do not close this vital message. Let your bold obedience be the blazing fire that absolutely destroys the demonic brain fog. The heavy spiritual attack will instantly melt away when you establish this holy covenant. Prepare your weary heart to make the ultimate exchange today. The battle is already won. I need your complete and total focus for this final spiritual step. The enemy will whisper that you do not have enough resources to make a difference. He will tell you that planting a seed is foolish, and you should tightly protect what little you have left. But holding on to your painful scarcity will only guarantee more endless financial struggle. You must break that cycle today. You are no longer the frightened victim who constantly begs for leftover scraps. You are a royal heir of the highest heavenly kingdom. A true heir does not operate in terrified fear. A true heir operates in absolute bold confidence, because they know heaven owns everything in the universe. You must step into your powerful royal identity right now. Walk forward in pure and unshakable faith. The 72-hour miracle clock is already ticking loudly in the spirit realm. Every single passing second brings your massive financial surprise closer to your front doorstep. But the final bridge between heaven and earth must be built by your own hands today. Listen very closely to the exact instructions I am about to give you. The precious time is now. Do not delay your miracle. The moment of absolute truth has finally arrived for you today. You are standing at the beautiful threshold of your brand new reality. I need you to make a bold move right now to permanently seal this heavenly contract. Do not let the cowardly enemy convince you to simply walk away empty-handed. Your massive breakthrough demands a physical anchor in this earthly realm, and your quiet action today will prove that your tired spirit is finally awake. Release your seed of faith through the Super Thanks button below this video. Sow a financial seed today so you can reap a massive financial harvest tomorrow. This is definitely not a commercial transaction of the fallen world, because you are activating the highest laws of heavenly multiplication with your bold obedience. When you boldly give, you aggressively open the floodgates. Heaven absolutely never asks for a seed without planning a spectacular harvest. If you give from your tired heart today, I will multiply it beyond your wildest human imagination. The invisible chains of crushing poverty will instantly shatter the moment you prove your complete trust in me. Show the dark underworld that their terrifying fear tactics no longer work on you, and firmly declare that you are stepping into your permanent financial freedom. I also require you to share this urgent prophetic message with exactly 3 people today. There are beautifully broken souls in your daily life who desperately need this exact rescue mission. By sending this specific frequency to them, you become a powerful conduit of my divine grace. You will literally be the magnificent spark that saves them from deep, hopeless anxiety. Because heaven uses brave warriors like you to spread the ultimate healing light. When you share this light, you become a massive, radiant magnet for my unlimited favor. The people you bless today will absolutely marvel at the incredible transformation in your own life. They will watch you step out of the lonely shadows and into the brilliant blazing sun. Your bold obedience is the master key that finally unlocks the ancient generational vaults, bringing endless prosperity to the children who will come after you. Type the numbers 777 in the comments right now to finalize this sacred agreement. Declare out loud that you fully accept your magnificent breakthrough today. Let the written words be the undeniable permanent evidence of your fierce, unshakable faith. The recording angels are writing your exact name in the great book of ultimate divine victories right now, and they are celebrating your beautiful transition into absolute power. The glorious 72-hour countdown officially begins the very second you complete these spiritual acts. You can finally stop running on that exhausting invisible treadmill today. The heavy burden has been permanently lifted from your tired shoulders by my warring angels. Breathe in my deep, perfect peace, and let the toxic anxiety completely wash out of your chest, because you are entirely safe in my loving arms forever. You are completely safe now. The vicious spiritual attacks that drained your precious energy have been permanently neutralized. I have placed an impenetrable shield of bright golden fire around your home and your finances. No demonic force can ever cross that holy boundary to steal your joy again. You are entirely hidden under the shadow of my massive protective wings, and your enemies will never be able to find your vulnerable resting place. You are no longer the silent sufferer who quietly bleeds for everyone else. You are the chosen one who boldly commands storms to be completely still. You will no longer beg for scraps at the table of life because you now own the entire estate. You will joyfully distribute massive, overwhelming blessings to the people who truly need your profound heavenly wisdom, stepping proudly into your ultimate role as a great leader. The long, lonely wilderness is finally closing its dark doors behind you. The promised land is unfolding its beautiful golden pathways right before your weary feet. I am so incredibly proud of your absolute resilience during the darkest nights of your soul. You survived the brutal fire and emerged as pure, unbreakable gold. Your beautiful future is completely secured today, and nothing in this entire universe can ever alter the magnificent destiny I have written for you. Rest your tired mind tonight knowing that the heavy lifting is completely finished. You do not need to desperately figure out the complicated details of your deliverance. The mighty angels are already shifting the earthly elements to bring your massive financial surprise directly to you. Your only holy assignment is to maintain your profound joy and your absolute gratitude, trusting perfectly that my timing is always completely flawless. Every time you feel a tiny whisper of doubt, remember this exact sacred moment. Remember the powerful warmth you feel in your chest right now as my spirit embraces yours. I have always seen your quiet sacrifices, and I will always fiercely defend your honor. You are my beloved child, and there is absolutely nothing that can ever separate you from my infinite love in this world or the next. Bow your head right now, and let me permanently seal this prophetic word over your spirit. May the absolute peace of heaven guard your mind and your beautiful heart forever. May your empty bank accounts overflow with ridiculous abundance that truly shocks your enemies. May your entire family line be permanently blessed because of your brave, quiet obedience today, as you finally break the generational curses for good. The divine transaction is now officially complete. Go forward in absolute brilliant victory. The heavy storm has permanently passed, and your brand new morning has finally arrived. Claim your glorious breakthrough today and never look back at the dark shadows again, because I am fiercely walking beside you into this beautiful new chapter of endless grace. Amen.